Hello, everybody. This is Chloe coming to you live from Carlsbad. I am here to do a special COVID-19 reading and to see where this virus is taking us and what gifts it's offering us in these moments of intense, significant change that feels so life-altering. We've noticed that a lot of things energetically are going into like a freeze mode, like ending, shutting down, reducing, stopping. And so in the view of life as a cycle, that's one of the elements of the cycle. You can think of the breath. And so there's the time when you're breathing in, there's the top of the breath, that moment between breathing in and breathing out. There's the breathing out. And so that's the part of the cycle that COVID-19 is having us do collectively, is that out breath, the letting go, the endings. And then there's the moment at the bottom of the breath before you breathe in again. And so, yeah, I'm curious what we will see that is reborn or reemerges once we've moved through this ending cycle, the death cycle. There's always a rebirth. With every end comes a new beginning. So let's look at that together today. I finally got my thing set up to record from the top, so that's kind of exciting. It took COVID-19 for a little bit more jerry-rigging to work. We'll see how this goes. I hope you like the angle better, although it just does keep like focusing and refocusing. Uh-oh. Poor camera, it's trying too hard. It's okay, camera. So inviting all of our angels and archangels, our guides, pure divine light, energy, ancestors, ethereal bodies, our whole support team, really to hold us, uphold us, and be with us even more. I'm offering a special rate for energy healing, so 30 minutes for $20. It can be done remotely, so just please let me know. Vortex energy healing, it can be very nurturing during this time to give ourselves these extra tools for support. Interesting, this one is still at the bottom. So there's like some energy of heartbreak. The Three of Swords, kind of the swords are all about our mental space. So we're really having to reconcile how we thought things were with what we're feeling in our heart. And it's feeling like getting really stabbed. It's a deep, deep wound. This guy is lying in the field kind of in anguish and disbelief, really covering his face with his hands. Don't do that right now. So yeah, I think this is part of the energy, the Three of Swords. I'll just put that here, which you can't really see, so I'll leave that here then, off to the side. Let's see if there's removal, scattering, cold, and turbulence. Yeah, we're definitely in a period of turbulence, removing things that we had held dear or even taken for granted that were just part of our routine. So let's look at, I'm just going to take that as the overall energy. 3 cards to show us kind of the framework of what's happening. The 9 of Wands. Oh. That's so interesting. You see it on the left. This whole thing is like reversed. This is my left, but that's your right on the camera. Very interesting. I'm totally confused. Okay. What's another? Oh, the 1 of Pentacles. Oh my God, look at this. 2 huge new beginnings. And these are both in, these 2 are the material plane. So I guess I have to do this kind of in reverse. The Pentacles is all about new beginnings in finance. So it's like our whole financial world and the flow of the economies is shifting and being reborn. And then a new beginning in like the material world, you know, how we function, where we live, our connections with others, our buildings, our towns, our cities, which is definitely seems to be happening. The 9 of Wands is near the end of a cycle, because once you get to, yeah, that's the last card before you get to the face cards, and he's sort of defending everything that he's built up, and so we're in a period of feeling defensive and kind of like, hey, I thought we had everything going for us. We even had a wall. It was very defined. I had all of this stuff. It's all lined up. I want to keep it that way. And yet that's not what we're being called to, which is to rethink and reimagine. So let's look at the book and see what it says about that 9 of Wands, just to add more. Yeah, surveillance, strength in adversity, defense, solidity, boundary. Yeah, so I'm getting 2 messages here. I mean, one is positive, like that we do have more strength and backup, and there is more in place than we realize, even in spite of the adversity that we're facing globally. But on the other hand, there may be some, you know, falseness to what we thought we had built up, that it really was built on, you know, a weak foundation, or, you know, like sand, shifting sand. And now we're realizing that it is going to crumble and fall and lead us to these new beginnings. And so that it's actually not to our benefit to like stand and guard and get defensive or hold on too tightly to things that are meant to fall away. So yeah, and that's setting up boundaries. Well, on the one hand, it's really important to prevent community spreading of the virus. Yeah, so definitely shelter in place and your distance. But on the other hand, you may want to allow some structures in your life to fall apart and not hold on to them too tightly. So that's what the message I'm getting. Let's get some either clarifying messages or the next phase of the journey. Too masculine. Oh, sorry, this video is not happy. Just like going back and forth. Need to calm it down. Okay, pulsation of the universe. Okay, come on, video, stop. Here, I'll just hold this so it stops shaking. All right, so here, actually, I mean, this card looks really beautiful. It's kind of like the whole solar system and this goddess coming to like nourish the earth in a very deep way, with a bird, maybe like reminds me of a bird of peace. I actually don't even know what this card is. It's a major arcana for sure, but it's not ringing a bell which one it is. Oh, the stars, of course. Yeah. the stars. That's what I said originally. Hope, optimism, farsightedness. Yeah, so looking beyond the immediate to like, what are the opportunities here? Beauty, grace, and gentleness. Yeah, she's totally, you know, earth goddess energy, the embodiment of the feminine. Yeah, I'm feeling like the divine feminine is coming and is here to cleanse these wounds and to nourish and parched soil and parched people and societies. Beauty, grace, gentleness, bright ideas, direction, good omen, ideal, and motivation. So this is really good things that are happening here. Even though it feels so uncertain, if we can ride the wave, we're going to see like a huge rebirth on a global and planetary perspective and scale. So it's really quite incredible. Ah, come on, this camera. Anyway, you can just listen to this because it's really annoying how it keeps refocusing. I'm trying to stop it, but it doesn't want to. Okay, maybe I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna pause the recording and reposition the camera. All right, so we're back with a new camera view. Sorry about all of that. I thought that the above view was gonna be really nice, but it doesn't seem to be working out very well. So then we have the Page of Swords. Again, swords are about our perspective, our mind, our intellect, our thought processes, and our belief systems. I think this might be the knave and not the knight. Yeah, the knave. So authority, attention, circumspection, and responsibility. So where do we place the authority in our lives? For what do we say that we're responsible? And who's the authority figure? Is that us? Is that our government? Is it the economy? Where's the power? Have we given the power away to the wrong people? Where can we take more responsibility for the state of the world and the state of our lives, and be responsible for our mental state, especially in these challenging times? The time to go inward and to find true sources of your power, which are closer than you think. I'll share one of my favorite quotes with you at the end of this reading. And I think it really applies to the times that we're going through right now. It's my dad's birthday today, and he asked us to sing the REM song, "It's the End of the World as We Know It." And I feel fine. Then we have the King of Wands. So authority in our physical world, in the three-dimensional existence, our like very humanness. He's attentive and alert, but not on high alert. There's like a relaxedness in his stance a bit, surrounded by a lion and a salamander or lizard, which reminds me of a chameleon, which is like a symbol of change and transformation. The King, entrepreneur, honesty, warmth, experience, and initiative. So where is this calling us to be more of a self-starter, more entrepreneurial? Where can we take initiative and bring something forward that's been, you know, on our mind for a while? Now is a great time for that, like for writing a book, for starting to draw, for creating a garden. Okay, let's talk about where are we being supported that we can't see. So where are we being supported where we can't see that we're actually being supported? And what do we need to let go of? And what's an opportunity where we can take responsibility for something? So where we're being supported is that we actually have all the resources we need, which are represented by this church with 5 pentacles. So we do really have everything we need. We have the food, we have the shelter, we even have the financial resources, but we're coming through a period where we're not aware of it. So these people are wandering as if they're like, you know, without a home, and they're stuck out in the cold, and, you know, don't have the physical support they need. They're wearing like not enough clothing and are injured, kind of like wanderers. But in reverse, it's saying that we are actually more supported than we realize, and we don't have to act like these people. We can turn around and go into the church or into this place of worship, whether a church, a mosque, or a temple, or maybe it's just, you know, a resource in our community, but it is there for us and it is abundant. And then what do we need to let go of? And that's like, oh, both of these are 5s, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. We need to let go of grief over the loss of a battle. That's what this feels like to me. Oh yeah, exile, defeat, you know, feeling defeated, and maybe something we were working on is getting shut down. We feel like the whole world is coming to an end. Disgrace, infamy, exile, defeat, revoking of privileges. We feel like our privileges are being revoked because we are asked to stay home and shelter in place. And then where can we take responsibility? And that is for celebration, for friendship, for enjoying the fruits of the land, for dancing, for singing, for dressing up, even if we feel like there's no reason to. So today I feel much better because I put on a real outfit. Yesterday I started working too early and I was still in my, excuse me. I'm not sick, just have allergies, I guess. So I started working in my sweats and I never changed out of them because I had meeting after meeting. So it is important to kind of create those semblances of normalcy and to keep up your hygiene and self-care so that you feel really nourished and alive. I also practiced Feldenkrais this morning, so getting back into that. And really, I feel like I've actually been preparing for this because I've slowed down a lot over the last 2 years. So it's not that much of a juxtaposition from my normal life as it would have been a few years ago. So let's look at an angel, what are these called? Angel, Wisdom of the Oracle, divination cards. Okay. And let's clarify this 3 of Swords that we started with. And then we'll ask for encouragement. The second one for encouragement. Oh, that flew out. I feel like that might be the encouragement one. That's what I was saying, and it just leapt out onto the floor. Oh, happy, happy. Yeah, that is encouraging. Okay, let's do one for now for the clarification of the 3 of Swords. Got 2. Poised and a leg up. Okay, so we'll start with poised, a leg up, and then happy, happy to end on the note of encouragement. Okay, so poised, it's a beautiful woman, very elegantly dressed on a column. Super expressive here. being ready, bringing something to light, being at your best, and confidence. You can be assured that you're ready for anything right now. You know what you need to. Your skills are sharp. You've come to this place armed with wisdom and knowledge, and you sense a new phase of your life about to begin. Very true. Globally, we just can't help but have a new phase. People respond to your confidence and trust you. This is an auspicious time to begin new things. Relationship message. I think I'll do prosperity message instead. You have every reason to feel confident. Everything you need to make your success concrete is now at your disposal. You can take action, knowing you are ready to step into your power, into your light, and into your service to the world. The direction you're moving in is your destiny. Your soul is smiling with joy as you align with this truth. So this is a global awakening, reawakening, realignment. And we can stay with that energy of confidence and grace. Just make the whole process easier or smoother and in flow. A leg up. Look at this cute little polar bear climbing up his mom or dad, or her mom or dad, or aunt or uncle or something. Receiving help, delegating authority, interdependence. We're seeing how interdependent we are, aren't we? You've come to a point where going it alone is no longer optimal for you. Life has a way of presenting you with the perfect people to align with, who can give you a leg up during this next phase of your journey. Help comes to you in the areas of your life where you need a boost. The trick is to accept that aid so freely given. When you embrace interdependence, allowing teamwork and independence to commingle, miracles happen. Now is such a time. Prosperity message. Now is the perfect time to seek advice from a mentor or business advisor who has been where you want to go, to help you get there too. If you do, you will receive very good counsel that will aid in your prosperity. It may also be the case that your endeavors have grown and you are in the position where you just can't do it yourself anymore. Time to bring on those who can give you a leg up. Trust that help is available and it will indeed appear. Delegate authority to others so you can take steps toward your big dream. The perfect people will arrive at the perfect time, so long as you step forward with just a mustard seed of faith. And finally, to end with a note of encouragement. I mean, this whole reading has actually been rather encouraging. I was expecting like the death card and the hanged man, but yeah, anyway, happy, which are all good too. I mean, they're big cards of transformation. Happy number 26. So let's see, where did that go? Here. Joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. Your desires are effortlessly fulfilled right now. Find joy in the present moment, whatever is happening, and be satisfied with things as they are. You're free from the shackles of longing and able to experience the liberation that comes from actually being happy moment to moment, for you have chosen happiness over yearning for it. Now is the time for feeling joy for the sake of joy and experiencing contentment. None of this is because of something outside yourself. Your happiness is a result of your being at one with Spirit's plan for your life. All is well. The tide is in for now. Enjoy playfully splashing in it. So thank you for listening. I think these are very encouraging messages. You know, I think we all needed this collective retreat in a way to reassess what's truly valuable in life and to, you know, spend more time with family and loved ones and more time at home. I pray for those people who don't have a safe home to be in, or who don't feel safe with the people that they are at home with. Please protect and encourage them, Spirit. and send them the resources that they need. And I pray for the people who are sick and in hospitals in Italy and dying alone, that you would send your angels to be present with them, and that they would know they're never truly alone. So sending peace to all of you in divine love always. Bye-bye. Oh, I said I was going to share my favorite quote with you. So I will do that right now because I don't have it memorized. John Burroughs. The lesson which life repeats and constantly enforces is, look underfoot. You are always nearer to the divine and the true sources of your power than you think. That's what I was thinking of when we were talking about power and this card. The lure of the distant and difficult is deceptive. The great opportunity is where you are. See, this is his opportunity and near his home. Do not despise your own place and hour. Every place, even your home, every place is the center of the world. This is not the right quote, actually. They're missing something. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna pause this. Okay, so I'm gonna start over because it's just so good and is very apropos to today. The lesson which life repeats and constantly enforces is, look underfoot. You are always nearer the divine and the true sources of your power than you think. The lure of the distant and difficult is deceptive. The great opportunity is where you are. Do not despise your own place and hour. Every place is under the stars. Every place is the center of the world. Stand in your own dooryard, and you have 8,000 miles of solid ground beneath you and all the sidereal splendors overhead.